Everyone says that Jessica has it out for me.
I wanted to talk to you about Jessica. I got this weird fucking thing today where I don't know why. I had this weird fucking thing, and if I'm the one saying it, because that there's something off about it or whatever.
Right.
I had this weird fucking thing today where I had this thing all of a sudden where I thought to myself, like, all these little bitches have to go type of thing.
But then it's like, what if I'm in that too,
You're not, though, because you're not looked at in that way, but the thing is...
Because Carol told me that stuff too. She's like, Jessica's going to have it out for you because she wants to be the hot chick. And I'm like, what?
I wouldn't really trust Carol's word on the matter because of their own personal issues.
Same.
But I had this weird, sort of vibe from her today also, where it was kind of like we've been on good terms, but I feel like it's totally fake, and I think she thinks she's all fucking slick, and that she's in the, I could see her whooping it up with me and then going into the diary room 10 minutes later and being like, I fucking hate that kid and I only laugh at his jokes because it's part of the game and this and that. I really had thought she was fairly down to earth prior to now, but something just gave me the impression today that she was definitely totally up to something, and she's just trying to play the oh, I'm so stupid and I talk to the sun and I'm retarded, so people just glance by it. But I actually think, and I have this whole theory, it all stems from Carol, is that, okay, Jessica was the one that they cast on the show, not Carol, all right? So in order for... They took Jessica as basically one of their 6 or 7 top people out of thousands and thousands of people, and went out of their way to find a counterpart to Jessica. So in order for Jessica to have been important enough for Carol to even be here, she must have fucking destroyed Carol on her application. She played it off like it's no big deal, nothing between them or whatever. But I know what questions I was asked, and I know the whole scenario obviously with Joe and Dustin and Dick and Danielle. Yeah. And I think she tried to play off like it's nothing. I think she fucking hated Carol, and I think she took every opportunity in the casting process to absolutely drag her name through the mud, make her look like the craziest fucking worst bitch ever, and then sits here and is all like, oh no, and she promised Carol a vote, which is insane.
Which I thought was strange that I was the only vote. No offense, not you, but I expected Jessica and I expected Joe.
Well, yeah, but this was one of these scenarios where the way that it actually panned out is probably for the best type of thing. I know it seems strange, but
I don't care.
The way that it actually shakes down is fine.
I'd rather be the one vote.
And this was a clear, to me, it became, and we didn't have the chance to talk about it, but I knew you weren't going to change what you were doing regardless.
Right, I don't care.
But this was a clear-cut scenario where I thought Amber was staying.
I'm glad I'm one.
And I thought...
Why be on the outside and be...
In that, I still think that Amber could, I know, not on paper for you, but I still think any